Firstly, my production team is all female. Shout out to Fosti, aka the birthday girl who's celebrating her birthday this week. And as well, Janet Quasid, who's my producer of life. And of course, me at the helm. And today, all my guests are female as well, which I'm really excited about. And it's time for us to get into an amazing conversation with all students of Infantsiman Senior High School. We're focusing a little on the power of Alumni Network. Because truly, when you realize how a lot of, especially girls' schools, are able to rally around, get projects done, just make it look exciting to be a part of a squad that has you for life. Beyond the fact that you make friends for life when you attend a secondary girls' school, you also now create a network that truly defies time, space, and everything else inclusive. Now, to speak to me about it, and as well tell us all the reasons why we should be very excited on what the Infantsiman Senior High School has up their sleeves, I have Nana Ikia Avle, who's a political communicator. Teresa Edumazi. Yeah, did I get it right? Or I did Edumaze. Wonderful. She is head Tema Bedrock, branch head Tema Bedrock Insurance Company, as well. Last but certainly not the least, we have program coordinator for Planned Parenthood Association of Ghana, the one and only Antoinette Darucha. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. How are we doing?
Yeah, fine.
Fantastic. Now, I want you to start off by telling me one of your favorite memories from Infantsiman. And each of you have to tell me one of your favorite memory from Infantsiman. It can be about anything. I'll start with you, Teresa.
Okay, so I remember when I went to Infantsiman, the late Mrs. Coffey taught us to be wise in our dealings. Her favorite quote was that thou shalt not be caught. You can be caught doing all the wrong things, but know that when you are caught, you'll be punished for it. So one of the days, we had water crisis. My father sent water to me. And unfortunately for me, it was sent to the teacher's bungalow, which we weren't allowed.
Hey!
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God. What's that you got access?
Yes.
That you need?
Yeah, I needed water so desperately.
Wow.
And I had to find a way to get there.
Hey.
But unfortunately, by the time I was walking towards the teacher's bungalow,
the water was...
Water. You are saying water. I met Mrs. Coffey.
Hey! On the way.
I tell you.
Without no authorization, being out, heading towards that side.
That was the day I knew I could pray.
Wow.
Because I know I was going home. I was going because I was caught red-handed.
Hey!
I was caught red-handed with the water from the teacher's bungalow.
My God, so you actually got to the water. And
yes.
you're now... you're taking contraband.
I'll tell you. I kid you not.
So how did you wiggle yourself out of it?
So she just took the water and she said, follow me to my house. Then in my mind, I'm like, hey, what am I going to tell my... Okay, so he was the one that brought the water. So he has to make the explanation. But you know, as a little girl, you didn't have that... You thought that it was a bad thing for you to have done at that time. So, but when we went, she was, she will put that fear in you. But when you meet her in person, she's the most sweetest mother you can ever have.
Amazing.
Yes. So when I went to her house, and then I thought she was going to punish me. She said, sit down. Then I sat. Then she said, sing. I said, Then she said, we will announce it at the assembly. Truthfully, she came to the assembly hall to announce that she caught 2 girls going to the teacher's bungalow. But they sang so well, so they've been
amazing. Okay,
never forget that experience.
Okay, that's actually amazing. All right. I don't know, Kia. What is one memory you can tell me about your time in Infantsiman?
AJ, let me say good morning to all Infantsman girls.
Yeah.
All the beautiful Infantsman girls.
Come on.
And then a special good morning to our national executives. They have done so well. And to the Millennium Year Group. We are the Millennium
Come
Year
on,
Group.
come on.
It means we completed in the year 2000.
Yeah.
25 years ago.
25 years.
Of course. That's a lot of years.
That's a lot of years.
So we are big girls, but we look young.
Because if you had actually, I said, oh, like 30 years, 30
No,
years.
we are almost 40. We are 40 plus.
40. No, I don't believe it. No. I cannot believe it.
Anyway, AJ, Infantsman was a beautiful school, and we have so many memories. For me, I think I had so many experiences at Infantsman Girls. And before I got to Infantsman Girls, my real name is Pretty.
Eish.
My mommy called me Pretty.
Eish.
So that is my official name.
Wow.
Pretty Teresa Adelaide. Pretty Hayford.
Wow.
Yes, that's my official name.
I can't
And
believe
before I
it.
got to Infantsman, there was a lady that was in my area who was a senior 1 year ahead of me. And so before I got there, she's told everybody that there's some girl coming to the school.
Who's called Pretty?
Who is called Pretty. And so, AJ, when I arrived, everybody was looking for that Pretty.
Hey.
And so when I remember I went to the dormitory and some of the seniors came, I think 3 or 4 of them
Who's
came.
Pretty? Who is Pretty?
Who is Pretty? Who is Pretty? Pretty, come
And
here,
they're all-
Pretty, come here, Pretty. And one, they called me to their dorm, Chinwe House, and they asked me, what is your name? I said, please, my name is Pretty. And they said, how dare you? Who named you Pretty? I said, please,
My
mommy
mother.
named me. What do you mean? So do you mean you are more pretty than us? I
Hey.
said, no, sisters, please. It's just my name. They said, no.
You have to change it.
Boho.
Hey, wow.
You better change your name. You can't be called Pretty on this campus. Hey, AJ, Amanihu. I remember one day at the dining hall, one lady was sent to call me. And I think she didn't hear the message well. So when she got to the dining hall, she said, all pretty girls get up.
Everyone, they are calling you.
And most of the ladies got up and I was seated.
Because you knew it was a trick.
You know.
You were trying to get me.
And I remember one senior came to say, we didn't say all pretty girls. We are saying there is a girl called Pretty. She's the one we are looking for. Then she went like, if your name is Pretty, get up. And I got up. So in Infantsman, I think the name Pretty put me into so many trouble.
I can imagine.
So many trouble. Seniors will call me to go and fetch water.
Hey!
They will want to show me I'm not pretty.
Hey!
They want me to acknowledge I'm not pretty.
No.
You can't believe it. And so that was one of the memories I have. But in all, after Form 1, after the first, is it semester?
First
term.
term.
After first term, you get to bond with everybody.
Aww.
After first, everybody gets to love you.
Okay.
And so after the first term, second term, now I was pretty.
Uh-huh.
But now I'm Nanekia.
Why did you rebrand to Nanekia? Now this I must hear.
She wants a Ghanaian touch.
Well, I think I prefer the Nanekia outlet because of the Ghanaian nature of it. Ghanaian nature. And I think when I've lived in the UK for some time, and I went with Nanekia. I went to Nanekia. And it gave me a lot of joy the way the whites try to pronounce it and they don't get it. No. And it really made me happy. So I was like, okay, if I go anywhere and some can pronounce it well, some cannot pronounce it well, let me just keep it. So Nanekia Avle is my official name.
I love it.
My real name is Pretty Hayford.
I love
and
it.
I'm married to an Avle, so I became Nanekia Avle.
Amazing. And now coming to you, Antoinette, I must hear your story. One story that stands out in your time at Infantsman.
Oh, okay. So the memory I would say I had was the fact that when I got to Infantsman Girls, my seniors were of the view that there is something called spring rolls and salad. Spring rolls
You don't want to know.
and salad.
I'm not very curious about knowing.
You don't want to know. It was a delicacy of
Spring
our
rolls.
time.
You actually do an actual spring roll.
Yeah, spring
and
roll
you
and
fry
salad.
the spring roll.
Yeah.
We
And then you-
cassavalize the spring rolls. We cassavalize the spring rolls.
Hey.
So I
You
was
know-
like, hey, what is this? Spring rolls
And
salad. And then I was like, what is it? And everybody was like, you have to go and eat it. You have to make sure.
Hey.
And I'm like, what is it at all? Because I've never heard this in the house.
Me
or
neither.
anywhere. So what is that?
Hey.
Only for me to get to the dining hall and hear it. So staring at me.
It's very nice. The banchan kontobe. See, that's our favorite. That's why in Fantsman girls, we don't really worry when you're eating your fried rice and
Hey,
chicken.
wahala.
So anything is okay. When you give us banchan,
We will eat it.
We will eat it. Anything you give us, we
And
are
it was
cool.
nice. It was a
AJ,
nice meal.
You will
It was a
enjoy.
nice meal.
Spring rolls and
salad.
and salad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nowhere will you even think that is. Hey, hey, no, right now I give it to Fatima. I give it to you. No. I that's the title to you. Whatever title it is, that's students fight over. I that's it to you. What? I am in shock. Okay, now I'll tell people this. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Now, today is International Women's Day, and I'm sure over the course of the last 25 years, so many people you've met on the journey have inspired you. But let's talk about how Infantiman in itself has inspired you to be the woman that you are. Who would like to start? Teresa?
So I would say for Infantiman girls, our motto was Obranywarabo, which means life is what you make. So we are taught as girl child that the choices you make, your attitude, your actions, fundamentally is on you. You have to take responsibility of your own actions. You have the ability to shape life to what you want. So as girls of Infantiman girls, that's what was instilled in us, that everything that you want to achieve in this life is dependent on you and not on any external factor. Yes, there's a God factor. But even if God blesses you, it has to take your effort to take you to where you are. So we have that empowerment that says that you have to make life. If you envision that you want to be this in future, you have to work towards it and to make sure that you achieve. So we've been taught over the period over and over and over again. And then I think that we've worked towards that. And as adults, we've come to understand and what do you say? Appreciate what the motto of the school was for us.
I love that. And okay, what were some of the fundamentals from Infantiman that have shaped you in life?
So a line in our national anthem goes like, Oman sika wadi titu bebam faswa mawa Obrei ofiwara inti bibia besu yeya Ofiwara omodembo Ofiwara Obrei ofiwara ninyina ofiwara Ofiumadimbo Obrani warabo Yeriko Brani warabo Yeriko Brani warabo Brani warabo Ifri tito duman kumo
I love it.
Brani warabo to you. So to it, if the nation's money that has been used to educate you will be profitable, it all depends on you and how you make life. In Infantiman girls, we are taught that when you come out of school, you need to make a conscious effort. You need to be intentional about the way you go about things. And one thing I think our anthem taught me is to create wealth. The anthem teaches you to create wealth in the journey of life. Now, there's a difference between wealth and riches.
Yeah.
When you are rich, it is temporary. You might lose those riches one time. and you'll be back to poverty. But when you go to Infantman Girls, you are taught to make wealth. And wealth is something that will last you through the journey. It will last you in this journey of life. So as for me, Infantman Girls really empowered me. It made me feel like, yes, I can be everywhere at any particular time. It made me bold, confident, and yes. So basically, that is how we were inspired in school.
I love that. And yourself, Antoinette?
Yeah, so Infantiman would also teach you a lot of things, how to be able to juggle between different things at different times, because life on campus wasn't easy. It was both tough and soft. And so when we come out to the real life, you are able to juggle through everything in life, and you are able to make it. And you become resilient, you become hardworking, you become courageous, and you are bold in every step that you take, and you are empowered. You are able to empower yourself, you are able to push yourself and say that I can go everywhere, wherever I want to go to, and whatever I want to achieve, you'll be able to achieve it. And so just as my sisters have said, it really shapes you in a kind of way that no matter the turns that you face in life, you are able to still bring your head out of the water and say that I can make it, no matter what you go through. Because we all know that it is not easy. So you are given that lifestyle right from campus. You are taught from campus, and our mistress, the late Mrs. Crawford, did very well by taking us through all those things, and I think it really built us and has made us who we are. And if I look back and I look at now, most of my mates, I'm like, yes, we've really done a good job by going through Infantiman Girl. And I don't think any of us regrets being on Infantiman campus and going through all this training and being who we are today. We are all proud.
I love that. I love that. Now, as women, you navigate quite a bit in your different careers that you've chosen for yourself. What are some of the most... have there ever been points that you found it too challenging, or you've had to, take a pause and try and reorient yourself and go back into it? Or have there been points where you've had to deal with a lot of obstacles thrown at you simply because they feel maybe you're not as competent, or you're a woman, or the issues of gender have come into play to try and make it look as if you're not capable of it? Antoinette?
Okay, so for me, it's because I was smiling because of the organization I'm working with, because we are gender sensitive, and I would say that when it comes to gender issues, we try as much as possible to create that balance and make an conscious effort to give an enabling environment for everybody to be able to excel. And then we also try as much as possible that even when it comes to the young people, we also make sure that there is this gender equality and equity among them when it comes to issues of gender and how they are able to thrive. And so I wouldn't say I've gotten that challenge, though, because where I am, women are empowered, women are pushed, women are asked to go further and do more for themselves. And so even in our policies and everything that we do as an organization, there is an intentional effort to ensure that the woman excels. And we all know that girls, when it comes to empowerment, most girls are shy and they wouldn't like to talk. So we do more projects to project the girl child. So I would say that, yes, we are doing well when it comes to that aspect.
I love that. Anika, you have been in spaces that there's not enough female representation. Now it's getting better. Previously, it was non-existent, especially when you weren't starting. How did you navigate that? And was gender always an issue in navigating, especially political communication?
Well, AJ, let us imagine a world where gender equality is valued. Unfortunately, in this part of our world, I mean globally, women are always at a disadvantage. Even in the political space, in this 9th parliament, we have only, I think, 41 MPs in parliament. Now, there are various reasons women don't even want to get into politics because of the name callings. They will subdue your spirit. They feel women have too many problems. At a point, we have to go through pregnancy, we have to go on leave, maternity leave. And so whilst we are on maternity leave, the men are available to work. And so based on that, they don't really consider us that we are very much effective. But you know what? It's about time that we understand that women play a critical role in this world. When you go to the market, who do you see? You see a lot of people going through hardships, going through their day-to-day job just to put food on the table. When you go to, let's say, in the field of politics, where women are disadvantaged, you realize that the men are there. But I can assure you, if more women were in politics, maybe we won't be suffering like we are suffering. True. The country would have maybe been better. I'm telling you. And let me say, congratulations again to Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman for leading as the vice president, the first woman vice president. I think she's done marvelously well. And we coming must look up to her and know that as women, we are capable of achieving everything. We are capable of doing everything. On one of my political platforms I was on, there was a gentleman who came at me, insulted me on that platform. And Naneke Avla will not spare you. I insulted him right back. And because I think I was a woman, they were thinking...
The backlash comes more to the woman, even though the man is the one that triggered you.
Exactly. Yeah. And everybody came against me. Naneke, keep quiet. Why are you talking back? And I was like, really?
He has a right to insult me, but I can't do that.
He has the right to insult me. I don't have the right to insult him. Not under my watch, not around my territory. What men can do, women can do better.
Yeah.
And so if you don't respect yourself as a man and you go about insulting women, don't be surprised when the women insult you back.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I find it very, very disheartening, very, very heartbreaking, the way society perceive women, the way society wants women to be something that they are not. Women are human beings. Men are human beings.
Yeah.
We all have equal rights. We are breathing the same air. We have red blood flowing through our veins, all of us. All right? Now, when it comes to academics, women are doing great. My firstborn is the only Ghanaian female pilot student in the American Air Force Academy.
No.
Yes.
That's incredible.
I'm telling you. She is the only female Ghanaian student.
Not just Ghanaian, but also the only female.
Only when you go to the United States Air Force Academy in the US, she is the only female Ghanaian there. And she's doing marvelously well. She's doing well with calculus, math, science, everything. She's doing
matching
so well.
Everybody else in doing it. Yeah.
Matching everybody boot for boot. And even in the, in the Air Force, the US Air Force, if you're not an American citizen, you don't get in there. And so she being a black girl, surrounded by over 400 whites, and she matching them boot for boot, shows that women can do it.
Absolutely.
We can be everywhere at every particular point in time. And so it's about time we realize that women must be given a chance. Women, their voices must be heard. Women must be everywhere they want to be. No woman should go through any,
discrimination. Also, yeah.
No woman. If you're a woman, you are married, your husband is beating you up for you to sit home and be a housewife, be bold and tell him, no, my mother educated me so I can go and work. My mother didn't educate me for me to sit home. The children can go to school, you can go to work, I can go to work as well. We will all close, come back and look after the kids. It's okay for us to do that. So it's about time. This Women's Day is the day for us to all voice out. Globally, all women are shouting very loud that we need women in positions. We need women to survive in this world.
I love that. When it comes to you, Teresa, have there there been points in which you've had to be guarded or you face discrimination of any sort simply because of your gender?
Fortunately for me, no, I haven't experienced that. I think for an Infansiman girl, we exude some kind of confidence. So anywhere that you go, you tend to be accepted. I don't know, maybe because I'm a woman, anywhere I go, the men tend to welcome me and love me. I've worked in several fields. I've worked in a construction company where you had to go to the field, travel in trucks, travel from Accra to Tamale, travel from Accra to the Eastern Corridor, supervising projects. And in all that, at one point, I was the female managing a fleet of trucks.
Wow.
Yeah. And then it was all men affair. But they accorded me that respect, not because of my position, but they also saw me as a sister, as a friend. So I haven't really, I don't know, maybe you can really bully me. That's me. I don't know how you can go around that, but I really don't like... I would want us to be on the same page, So for I don't see any Infansiman girl because we are taught. So in every room when you go, when you see an Infansiman girl, you can just pinpoint that this lady is from Infansiman because any Infansiman enters the room and you could feel the confidence level that they exude. We are so confident. We've had women making significant strides in several fields. Come to politics. We have Infansiman girls in politics. You come to entertainment. You come to academia. You come to several fields and you see us and you find us there. So for us as women, I think it's about time that we know what we are worth. We portray that ability and then we let the men know that they can't do it without us. We are part of the society.
I like that.
So it is between you and me. We are not competing. We are not competing. We say what men can do, women can do better. That's what we keep saying.
I like
but
that.
It's just that we want to let you know that we can also help you in whatever you want to do. So whatever you are doing, we can also bring attached to it to make it more nicer and beautiful.
Okay. Now coming into alumni networks and how they have also helped impact or create stable, support systems for women, especially in female schools. Who would like to go on that? How has the alumni network, especially for Infansiman, sort of helped in shaping your support system over the last few years? Teresa?
Okay, so so I've been part of the Moga Mayego for the past more than 15 years.
Wow.
Yes, and I will tell you they've been very supportive. We've built friendship that has traveled over the years to become sisterhood. So we are not like just mates, we are sisters. Over a couple of years ago, I wanted to start my own business. I left the corporate industry. I wanted to start. I didn't know where to start from. But the amazing thing is that I had sisters. When I say sisters, Morgans, who supported me through the journey. They were you could like design flyers, and they are the first point of call. And most of my major client I got was from this network. So I don't take it for granted to be part of the Moga sisterhood.
I like that. Anaika?
Yes, I think the Moga sisterhood is broad, is huge. The connection is great. We are an amazing group of girls. And in our life, we meet a lot of them. In fact, when I entered TV3 right now, someone saw me and said, Nanika Moga. I was like, yeah, I'm here. And she just told me, okay, are you coming to 3FM? Okay, I'll do, I'll arrange for you to get to, TV3, the
morning show.
The morning show for TV3. It's all part of the connection, you see. And I want to say a special thank you to one of our seniors, Issy Hammond. She used to be the PRO for the Bank of Ghana. She's an amazing woman. She's really supported me in so many ways. Anytime I'm in I need something, I'll just call her.
she'll be right
what
there.
should I do? What should I do? What should I say? How should I say it? Even in my political communications, I'll send her the link. She'll tell me, oh, Nanekia, you were too harsh. And it's all because of the Moga connections. And so it's good to belong to an association, especially when it has to do with school, because you never know. You can tell from where the president sits. You can imagine his schoolmates. They'll just call him, and then he will offer him. He will offer them. Oh, am I?
That's true.
Yes,
That's
of course.
true.
One day when I become the president of Ghana,
Yeah.
Teresa will call me.
Please remember me well. That's some small girl that interview one day. So then when I also call you, pick up.
Call me and say, hey, pretty barrel, president, and so what? When you bring the contract, you get what I mean?
Not to cut you, Pretty, but you know, AJ, the amazing thing is that it's only your classmates, no matter your level.
Yeah.
They don't really care.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can be president and they will call you and tell you Jam wasn't there. They put you in check one way or the other.
Yeah.
They are the only people that can be real with you.
Yeah. That's true. That's very, very
So
true.
the connection is very, very, very important. And I am super excited. I'm part of the MOGA, the association. Yesterday, a friend of mine said, "Nah, pretty, you can't free as I say, we need a brew." I said, how come I'm not serious about the street? I said, let me go back and be friends with my people. So the connection is amazing.
Amazing. I love that. Come to you, Antoinette.
So yes, the networking also helps, and they carry everyone along. In fact, being part of MOGA is a blessing in disguise. I always say that, because the sisterhood is strong, and we go together. We pull each other along as we go. We don't go alone. No, we are a team, and we always go together. We make sure that we check up on each other to see how we are faring in our various life, apart from the personal, the social, the career, and we help each other, just as everybody is saying. And so the sisterhood is really strong. And so I would say to other Mogans who are not yet part of the MOGA Association, please come on board, and you would enjoy it. You
I
would
love that.
yeah.
I love that. Now, finally, I'm going to ask you your personal inspirations, female inspirations, as we celebrate International Women's Day tomorrow. When it comes down to it, which woman over the period of beyond school, beyond work, as well into your personal lives, do you think deserve a lot of accolades for helping you along the journey? Who would like to start? Antoinette? Put you on the spot a little.
Oh, I'm still thinking.
You're still
through,
thinking. So
yeah.
I should come back.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, then I'll start with you, Teresa.
So I would say my mom.
Okay.
My mom has inspired me to be who I am today. She doesn't have any educational background. But as a kid, I saw her doing a lot of things that inspired me and made me realize that if I put in the effort, even with her background, she's able to do all that. So if I put in a little effort, I can be better than she is. So she's inspired me throughout my journey as a woman. I've had a few mentors over the period, but I think the most important person in my life is my mom.
I like that. Coming to you, Nanika, over the course of your journey.
All right, so I think I have two special people that I want to acknowledge. The first is my mom. My mom was a single parent with 5 children. Yes, and she really worked hard, very hard. She took us to good schools even when she didn't have the money. We'll go to the school, we sack school fees, and you see my mom come and see the headmistress and be begging, oh, and then she will pay the school fees. So she really gave us good education. And so I really look up to my mom a lot. Her name is Mama Tevia. She's now 83.
Hey, come on.
She's not old. And then let me say Mona. When I was in the UK, I met a lady called Mona at a time when I was looking for accommodation. And so this lady I met at Brent Cross, one of the shopping malls, and she just approached me. She asked me a question, and through the conversation, we became friends. And she's a Ugandan.
Wow.
Yes, Mona is a Ugandan. And she became our friend. And she gave us accommodation. She gave my husband and I accommodation. And Mona will always tell me, Nana, she calls me Nana. She would say, Nana, in this life, you have to be strong. You have to be bold. You have to be tough. No matter what comes your way, you need to stand. You need to be firm. Because this journey of life has a lot of issues. So many things can overwhelm you.
Yeah.
And so many things. And Mona will tell you, when you seem overwhelmed, don't break. Stand strong. Say a word of prayer. Hold on to God. God will come through for you no matter what. And so Mona held my hands through the living in London and everything. She held my hand, guided me. And I think she's one of the reasons why I'm also strong and I'm also willing to help young ones. And so I do a lot of charity work. Because when I went to UK, had it not been a stranger, a Ugandan for that matter, who held my
You'll be
hand
sleeping under bridges.
and carried me through, I wouldn't have even made it. And so when I see strangers, I'm also willing to always
pass
help.
it on forward.
Exactly.
I like
and so
that.
and then many women. Gifty Auntie is a great woman. She's a Morgan. We have Sparrow Film Productions. She's also Shelley Frimpong is a woman. We have Samira Barumia, the former vice president's wife. She's also a Morgan.
Matilda, that's lovely. Okay.
Osla too is a Morgan.
Okay.
Satamichi is a Morgan.
Okay.
Easy baby.
AC Pratt, now at the vice president's office. She's also a big.
Amma Pratt, yes.
Amma Pratt.
Yeah.
Easy baby too is a Morgan. Nanekia Avle, I'm a Morgan. Go kill you.
I love it. Antoinette, let me come to you.
So, just as you were saying, yes, my mom, even though she's late, she's my first and foremost role model. I always envisage of her memory also keeps me going with all her advice and stuff. And also I have one woman in my organization. She's the executive director of Planned Parenthood Association of Ghana, Abna Adobia Amwa, and I always look up to her for that woman figure in her and how she strives to excel in all areas of life, as well as leading the whole organization to make sure that reproductive health goes to every organization.
But AJ, we have now outlined.
No, I'm just coming to that now. Hey, Lale. Meriba. Okay, now I'm there.
You know, our program is very important.
Yes, because we need to find out what is happening.
Yes.
Year 2000. 25 years later. What are we doing?
So, 25 years of out of campus, and we are going back. In fact, we are really going back in a grand style. Yes.
When are we going back?
We are going back on the 13th to the 16th
of March. Amazing.
Yes. So the homecoming starts on the 13th, which is the Thursday, where we would go with a convoy to campus. Yes. We are going.
Hey, come on.
We are convoying
ourselves to campus. And also ensuring that we have a tour around the campus to see the new development, because most of us, when we finished school 25 years ago, we haven't been back to school. So we don't know the new development, but we know that there are 2 more houses that have been added to the house. When we were there, it was 5. Now they've added 2 more to make it 7. And so we want to go and have a feel of how the houses are, what is happening, what is new, what can we do again come 5 years, what can we add on to the other developments on campus. And then the Friday we have a career guidance session with the young people, where we empower them to let them know that they can also make it and they can get to wherever they want to get to, no matter what they want to do in life. And then in the evening we have an awards night that will be happening.
Okay.
That will be happening in the evening. Then the Saturday will be the main event.
Come
That's
on.
the speech and prize giving day.
All right.
Where we'll be in all our purple colors, showing
Yes.
with all the styles and stuff.
Yes, I like it.
If you want kente styles, just come.
No, honestly, it's like when everyone just waits to screenshot pictures
Yeah.
for when the girls go to their girls' schools, and then they line up the kente like this star, yeah.
And we have a beach party also coming up.
Hey.
Yes,
After
where
party,
Hey.
after
I
party.
show a little bit of flesh.
Hey, come on! I like it. All right, so that will be the after party.
Yes.
Will that happen on Saturday or on Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday, that's happening on Saturday.
Okay. That's exciting.
And then Sunday we have our Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving.
where we thank God for how far He's brought us and for a successful program.
Okay.
And so yes.
Are you doing a legacy project?
Yes, in Bantaman, our legacy project is for all of us.
Ah, so it's
under
not every year
leg.
group.
No,
Okay.
sometimes the year groups are able to do a project on campus. But for the major one that is very capital intensive, that is our library. We are building a beautiful, huge, ultra modern ICT library. And so all of us, the year groups, all contribute towards building the library.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the project we have.
I like
now.
it. I like it. So from the 13th to the 16th, calling all Mogans. Yes, all Mogans who are coming back home from the 13th to the 16th, especially for the speech and prize giving day that
Not
is happening.
only Mogans.
Yes,
Affiliates.
you have affiliates because I know
Yeah, disco
there's
boys
Santa
too.
Mogans.
Yes.
Those are the Santa Clausians
And
who are paired with the Mogans.
Yes.
I've always been trying to understand the concept because I was like, why not Mogans with
MOBA.
yeah, I was like, in fact, one of us will be perfect. But apparently, it's a thing of the either it's Anglican or it's
Anglican,
Methodist or it's
yeah,
Presbyterian or something of that sort.
So it used to be Anglican.
Okay. So you're paired with the Santa
Anglican,
Clausians.
yeah.
Okay. So the men are also going to be allowed to come through.
Yes.
Hey, sir.
It's actually open for all.
Oh, really?
For all
As much
schools,
as-
so
yes.
Holy Child will be rapping.
Oh, wow.
Mostly girls will be there.
Okay.
Everybody is there.
Yeah, we are
AJ
inviting.
will be there.
No,
as
so
well.
for people like me that I want to be affiliated to a girls' school, but I didn't go to a girls' school, what do I do?
Please, we can adopt you.
I can be an honorary member, eh?
I'm ready.
You're already a member. This one, you don't need registration.
You are registered. You are Morgan. Me, myself,
I'm an honorary Morgan. Okay, finally, I found my place in life. Because I've been feeling so oppressed. I was like, no, I need to find a secondary school to affiliate myself with. I'm so
I'll go with
happy.
you. Will you come with me?
Oh no, I'll come with you because I was homeschooled, so I didn't do the secondary school, so I know it's so sad. So
Come and join us. Come and join us for
so
us
now
to
I'm
have
officially
that
a
fun.
Morgan.
Yes, you are. You are.
I like it. The best girls' schools
Yeah.
in Ghana.
Yeah.
We are done.
AJ, let Teresa take us through our dignitaries.
Please.
Our
Who
dignitaries.
are we expecting
Yeah.
all
Okay, so
throughout the
our
weekend?
guest of honor is Ambassador Jane Gasu Aheto.
Wonderful.
Our guest of honor is Dr. Kasiolato Baforsen, Minister of Finance. Our special guest of honor, Honorable Dr. Agnes Namomola, Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection. Our chairperson, who is our year mate, Beatrice Datson Esquire, Legal
Wonderful.
Counsel for View Power. And then our guest speaker, Petra Abba Asamoah.
Wonderful. So many exciting dignitaries all gathering on the 13th to the 16th. So the 15th is when the
13.
The 13th is
when we
Thursday when you
arrive.
arrive.
We are
Then
arriving on
14th Friday is the awards dinner. Career day, and in the evening we'll have the awards night, and then on
main
Saturday,
climax.
which is the 15th, is when we're having our speech and prize giving day, which the Minister of Finance is the guest speaker, and then on Sunday we wrap it up with the Thanksgiving service,
Yeah.
and then nicely head back to Accra in a convoy again.
we'll have a beach party afterwards.
Hey,
So
sir.
we'll go, yeah.
Hey.
I think the beach
And
party
yeah.
is
We'll be in
Yeah.
Accra.
So there are 2 beach parties.
Yes.
So there's an after party on Saturday.
Yes.
Then an after party on Sunday.
Yes.
I'm
I can't
there.
have a dull
I'm so
moment with
there.
Fancyman girls.
I'm
No.
so
and there's the
there.
Jama section as well, where we'll see all the Jama we used to see.
Hey, I like it. So we're so there. We're so there. So the numbers for those that want to reach out and be a part of it. Maybe those that want extra details and know how to proudly come back home on the 13th to the 16th.
Okay, so Teresa, do you have the number?
Okay, so our committee chairperson's number is 0244 478280. I take it again, 0244 478280.
Wonderful. Now, finally, our end review is sending out an International Women's Day message to anyone tuned in right about now. I'll start with who wants to go? Volunteer or should I pick? Teresa. Starting with the International Women's Day message to everyone.
To all the women making strides in Ghana, I want to give a special shout out to my Chief Operations Manager. She's a woman in my company, Bedrock
I love her.
Insurance. Yeah. She's an outstanding woman. So I would say thank you for all the things that you're doing for the company, for the effort she's putting through to make the company stand out as a woman. I appreciate it, and the company appreciates her efforts as well.
Wonderful. Antoinette?
Okay, so I will also say that I appreciate all young women out there, and I would say that as we are celebrating the International Women's Day, make sure that you know that you are important, and whatever you put in front of you, you'll be able to achieve it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And finally, you, Nanekia.
Let me also say well done to all the women, especially the markets women that are doing well. I really love the markets women. I have a markets woman friend. When you go to her corner, she has one container like this.
Hey,
money.
Charlie.
She can put money inside and the money will blow up. You gather, you're working in the bank. You don't have one.
They are the real cash
I'm
women.
telling you, so all the women, all the hardworking women, congratulations. Let us be bold. Let us be beautiful. Let us do well. And then let me also celebrate myself. I'm a mother of 3 girls.
Yeah.
And a proud mother.
Come on.
So congratulations to myself.
I love it. And yes, our incredible ladies speaking to us about Alumni and most importantly, International Women's Day. I had Nanekia Avle, political communicator, Teresa. She is branch head Tema Bedrock Insurance Company. And finally, Antoinette, the Rocha program coordinator for Planned Parenthood Association of Ghana. Ladies, thank you so much for coming. They are common denominators in Fancyman. And they're inviting all old girls and boys and anyone who wants to support 13th to 16th. We're climbing and going home. We're heading to the Cape.
Yes.
And then going
Salt
home.
Pond.
Hey, Salt it's close. It's close enough. Heading to the Central Region. Ladies, thank you so much for coming. And happy
having us.
International Women's Day.
Same to you.
Now, getting back into more great music, into this one from Efia titled Getaway.